Ladies and gentlemen, I will read to you a passage from this book of Penguin about symbols. It's on page 608, the word lily, also daylily. Although lilies are synonymous with whiteness and consequently with purity, innocence, and virginity, becoming for Jacob Bohem and Angelus Celestius symbols of heavenly purity, they are nonetheless liable to quite other interpretation. A lily what Apollos Katamit Hyacinthus was changed into in this context the flower evokes unlawful passion, although the flower concerned is the martagon or red lily. Persephone was gathering lilies, or Narcissi, when Hades, who had fallen in love with her, carried her down to his underworld kingdom through a hut which he had opened in the ground. Lilies might therefore symbolize temptation or the gates of hell. In his plant mythology, Angelo de Gubernatis considers that lilies are undoubtedly attributes of Venus and the Satyrs because of their phallic pistils, and that in consequence lilies are symbols of procreation. This, the author feels, is why they are chosen by the kings of France as symbols of the prosperity of their line, ignoring the phallic aspect. In his novel, The Cathedral, Huysmans denounces their spicy sweet scent as being akin to Levantine and Oriental aphrodisiacs, the very opposite of the odor of chastity. To the poet Mallarmé, lily symbols had lunar, female, and even aquatic overtones. The lily thus became the flower of love, and of love which, although intense, might in its ambiguity be unfulfilled and either repressed or sublimated. When sublimated lilies are flowers of glory, this notion is not foreign to the equivalency which can be established between the lily and the lotus, which springs up from the muddy, unformed waters. It then becomes a symbol of the potential of the individual to realize the antithesis of his or her being. Perhaps the word anchisis addresses to Aeneas, prophesying the wonderful destiny of their descendants, should be interpreted in this sense. O shall be Marcellus, give me lilies with full hand, and let me scatter purple flowers. The offering of lilies, of the shade of the young Marcellus when Aeneas descends to the underworld, amply illustrates the flower's ambiguity. When he sees it growing on the banks of Lille, Aeneas is thrilled by the sudden sight of the mystery of death. On the other hand, these purple flowers offered to Augustus' adopted son have to stir in Aeneas' heart love of the glory to come, the symbol that possesses the power to exalt or to bring down in death. The six-petal heraldic lily again may be identified with the six spokes of the wheel, of which the rim remains undefined, that is to say, with the six rays of the sun, the flower of glory, the well of the fruitfulness. In biblical tradition, the lily is the symbol of election of the beloved choice. As the lily among the thorns, so is my love among the daughters. Song of Solomon 2:2. Such was Israel's privileged position among the nations, and our ladies among the daughters of Israel. Lilies also symbolize surrender to the will of God, that is, to providence which provides for the needs of the elect. Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They toil not, neither do they spin. Matthew 6:28. Thus placing themselves within the hands of God. Lilies are more finely arrayed than even Solomon in all his glory. Lilies thus symbolize a mystical surrender of God's grace. Thank you.